You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports supporters, the boycott is on. A trend is starting, folks. Now, not long ago, I believe last week, I put up a video on a college women's volleyball team. They took a stand. They said, no, we will not face a male identifying as a female. And this person's name is Blair Fleming that plays for San Jose State. They said, no, we will not compete. Now, actually, that was actually, who was it? What school was that? It was Southern Utah. It was Southern Utah and Boise State. That's who it was. Southern Utah said, nah, we're not going to do it. Then Boise State said, nah, we're not going to do it. Folks, we got a third one now. We got a third one, man. It's on now. It is on. Because now Wyoming is joining Boise State and Utah and saying, no, NCAA, we will not comply. We will not play against a male. They're taking a stand, guys. And I believe that as more schools say, nah, we're not going to play, we're going to forfeit, I believe that more schools will feel more comfortable now that 3 schools have already said, nah, we're out. We're out. We will not play against, quote unquote, Blair Fleming. Let's get into it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Member live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You guys can also support us by becoming a member on blackandwhitenetwork.com or supporting us on Locals, both for just $5 per month. Check the links in the description. So here we go. And if I'm not mistaken, guys, I do believe that San Jose State University, undefeated. Yeah, my last video, they were undefeated. I'm assuming that they are still undefeated, folks. Look here. Wyoming joins Boise State and Southern Utah, refuses to face San Jose State University and trans volleyball player Blair Fleming. Shout out to these girls, man. Shout out to these schools. Said, no, this is not fair because we've actually done a video, guys, where a female got severely injured like 2 years ago when this transgender volleyball player spiked the ball in her face. I don't believe she still recovered, folks. It was a severe injury. Look here. It says for the second time in the past week, a women's college volleyball team has refused to compete against San Jose State, which has a transgender player in its starting lineup. The University of Wyoming announced in a statement that the team would forfeit its Saturday match against SJSU, which has biological male Blair Fleming on its team. Last week, Boise State forfeited against San Jose State, accepting a loss in the process. To me, folks, that's a win. I don't care what the win-loss column actually says. That is a win right there. Previously, Southern Utah refused to face SJSU in a non-conference match as part of the Santa Clara tournament. Quote, this is what they put out here. After a lengthy discussion, the University of Wyoming will not play a scheduled conference match against San Jose State University in the Unawayo Sports Complex on Saturday, October 5th, the school announced in a statement. Per Mountain West Conference policy, the conference will record the match as a forfeit and a loss for Wyoming. Now, they didn't actually name, I believe, Blair Fleming. I wish they would have actually stated the reason why, because I believe that's really, really important, is to come out and say, hey, we're not competing against a male. We're not going to put our females in danger of getting injured. Guys, in my last video, man, the play-by-play announcer was actually saying Blair Fleming was the most dominant player on the court. I wonder why. I wonder why this player was the most dominant player on the court. Could it actually be because this is a biological male? Just throwing it out there. Okay. Anyway, this is a change in stance for the Wyoming Cowgirls who previously expressed that they would compete against the Spartans, according to a report from Cowboy State Daily. What probably happened was they probably actually saw what Boise State did and say, you know what, we now feel comfortable enough in actually coming out and rejecting this. That's what I'm thinking right there. That's just my opinion. Quote, the athletic department administration coaching staff recently discussed the matter with the entire women's volleyball team, including any potential safety concerns. Chad Baldwin, a Wyoming spokesman, told the outlet via email last week. Quote, no student athletes expressed any concern regarding their safety. Well, that was before. This is now. I'm pretty sure those females, based on what's actually happened in women's sports when it comes to the NCAA, I want to bet, man, last week a lot of these women were afraid. They were probably afraid to actually come out and say, no, we do not want to compete against a male. Because we know, man, that the vast majority of them, these women, they don't want to do it. But they seen what has happened to women that speak out against transgender. And they just stay silent. Probably they got some confidence now that two other schools already said, nah, we ain't playing. And Wyoming Governor Mark Gordon put this out. He says, I am in full support of the decision by YO Athletics to forego playing this volleyball match against San Jose State. It is important. We stand for integrity and fairness in female athletics. Yeah. San Jose State, led by Fleming, the male, has yet to lose a match this season. It is 9-0 in completed matches, 10-0 when counting the Boise State forfeit victory. Earlier this season, Fleming was named to the all-tournament team in the Hawkeye Invitational. San Jose State went 3-0 to capture the championship. Is anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised? Now, San Jose State did respond to Outkick. I didn't see this coming. After Wyoming forfeited, they said, quote, it is disappointing that our SJSU student athletes who are in full compliance with NCAA and Mountain West rules and regulations are being denied opportunities to compete. Wow. The school told Outkick via email, we are committed to supporting our student athletes through these challenges and in their ability to compete in an inclusive, fair, safe, and respectful environment. Wow. That is a dumb statement right there. That is a dumb statement right there from San Jose State, man. But once again, man, shout out to these schools that said, nah, we're not going to do this. And hopefully this continues, man. I don't know how many games actually played in volleyball, but the next opponent needs to say, nah, we ain't doing this either. The next one. Folks, I believe the boycott is on, man. I truly do believe that. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.